here from the Viper, coming up from the Sentinel as Viper, and Tidehunter will be down here. And then we will see Lich and this Anti-Mage. Now I'm pretty certain that this Lich is gonna be moving towards bottom now. I was gonna say it is going to be just here for a little bit until that Anti-Mage can get a little bit of an advantage and then leave to go down towards that bottom lane, as I'm really not sure what he's gonna be doing here too much. Once that advantage is good, Anti-Mage will be able to just blink up and kind of knock him down. However, this Anti-Mage Lich middle lane is really interesting to me. I really think it's pretty unique and a somewhat of a good idea, as this Beastmaster you would generally see in middle lane, but I believe that they kind of recognize that tri-lane versus tri-lane they weren't really going to be able to win, and they really need that Anti-Mage to get farm and to get some levels. Whereas I was saying earlier, this Viper really doesn't need it as much. The Scourge really have the ability to be in a very offensive tri-lane. They really can. Oh wow. Somehow I missed that, as I'm imagining Akko was just able to get hit down enough, and okay, missing kills all over the place. And down will go this Tidehunter to Morike, and yes, down he goes. It appears that they were going to try to go after this Crystal Maiden, however, getting reinitiated upon and getting brought down pretty early as the Flying Courier goes out for, as the Flying Courier is bought right after the kills. Fairly natural. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and turn down the game sound just a little bit. Just poquito. As I am from Southern California, I can say Spanish words, which doesn't really make any sense at all. However, Akko really getting cut out of place here, really not what you wanted. You really don't want to feed that Anti-Mage early, as if Anti-Mage gets fed early and is able to get farm going into the middle game, it's really just going to be completely dominating. This lane, I see what they're doing, but I'm not really sure I agree with it. This Beastmaster I really don't believe is going to be able to get the advantage on this Bloodseeker, as the Bloodseeker is just, you really need to outlast hit the Bloodseeker, and I really don't believe you're going to be able to do so when you're also melee, when you don't have that, you know, real advantage on him. Down here we will see they are getting pretty suppressed, as they are just trying to basically hide down here towards the tower and back into the trees, as we do see Coldfire rotating down towards bottom, seeing as that they are getting dominated. And 12 and 11 is this Anti-Mage, a whole level ahead of this Weaver, which is sort of kind of, I mean, I can't believe I guessed that correctly. However, the now that the Anti-Mage has that advantage down there in mid lane, or up there in mid lane, there's really not going to be too much to worry about in terms of Anti-Mage dying, especially to that Weaver. There's no way Weaver's going to be able to kill that Anti-Mage, or vice versa. Anti-Mage, once hitting level 6, doing enough damage, stealing enough mana, will be able to do that. We see Lich popping out and throwing that harass on that Night Stalker, something that was not happening earlier, being able to get Viper just a little bit of farm. So we see Viper sitting at 10 and 4. This Night Stalker only at 9 and 6, even though he was pretty much able to free farm for those first 3 minutes. Really kind of bad last hitting, in my opinion. So apparently there was a pause, but luckily I don't get to feel that. Sticking around the same levels, as once they hit 6, I believe they're both just going to be able to go roam. And at that point, the two heroes in middle lane, Weaver and that Anti-Mage, will rotate on what lanes they are going to farm based on the creep equilibrium in those lanes. And from then on there, it'll just pretty much be a 4v4. As to me, the Scourge really need effective ganking. Their whole strategy is based on ganking. Night Stalker is a ganking hero. Bloodseeker is a ganking hero. And they go in on this Viper, slow, stun, and a last right hit goes on by Sir Smith. Good initiation. Ogre doing some baller moves here, eating through the tree, coming out, getting that stun off, catching Viper just a little bit out of range. Followed up by that Frost Nova. This ward went down here a minute ago from Coldfire, just trying to get a little bit of extra vision up here, as well as TPs when the Scourge come in to gank. I believe you're able to see back here. or check, but it really wouldn't matter, as we do see this AM now rotating back up towards top as he noticed the Rexar and Beastmaster pretty much getting themselves down to extremely low health. I'm assuming he came in here with a little bit of a gank, however, nothing really went down with it. And there's me messing up some more as they are able to bring down the Ogre Magi with Frost Nova, Gush, and the more slows coming from this Viper. We will see the Tideturner come in, and will we see a Gush? A Gush, more right clicks, and I believe this Crystal Maiden will go down with a, there it is, to a Frost Nova. Down goes Crystal Maiden. We see a stun going off as they are initiating on this Tide, and one more right click, and down he will go to the residual damage coming off of that. And there was that Course of Skin I'm talking about. He hit it Viper one time, and the chase was over, because he really wasn't able to keep up with him, as that Course of Skin took into effect, taking away, or denying some of the heroes. And in comes this Beastmaster. A stun will go off on this Ogre Magi. Right clicks, more right clicks, axes go out, and a Frost Nova, and down goes the Ogre Magi. Really good job from this Beastmaster, swinging, TPing in, coming around, and getting that stun off on that Ogre Magi, and really effective. That's what I was talking about. The second he reaches 6, he's going to start to gank, because that stun, coupled with anything really, is so strong. This Bloodseeker, however, staying up here and farming, really interesting. To me, this has got to say that he's going to be their primary farmer, if not... No, yeah, I really think he's going to be their primary farmer. To me, there's really no reason he should be standing up here when he damn well has the ability to go gank in other lanes. We'll see this Beastmaster rotating back up towards